Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in his booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Dickey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Valdez. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive...
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He's got an open man. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they... doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Morton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Motion from the offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Get it out on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Makes the catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that one.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 3rd and goal coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now on first down from the 30. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, going up top. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Fair catch called for and made. Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. trailing by a couple of scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, Red Raider! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the game, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Getting some heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside. There was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
He'll ride his man on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Washington. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
At the 45 on his way. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Going up top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Going with the ground game left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
On the run, it's Washington. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, giving them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Slings it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback checking off. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Morton. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Buys a little time. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. First order of business here. Don't give up a big return. Then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the game. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he holds it in at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and they've no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Winning those individual 6-second battles.